Hi everyone, it's Liam here from Rating the Races. So this week we've had a few people talking about pacemakers in races. I believe it was the St James's Palace didn't appear to have a pacemaker in it. Um, I don't agree with pacemakers. I really don't. I don't think they should be allowed in the race. I actually think there was a pacemaker today at Tollard Royale. I thought set the race up perfectly for the well handicapped, well backed Mr. Cut for George Bowie. Um, yeah, I don't think Tollard Royal was ever in the race to win it. He went off 40-1. I don't think they should be priced up if they are allowed to run in it. Um, and yeah, I personally don't think we should have pacemakers in races at all. Surely the whole idea of a race is to find the horse who can do it on the day. If there's no pace in the race, you've got to change your tactics. You've got to get the jockey involved more. He's got to do something more. If there is a load of pace and maybe you just have a turn of foot, you need to slow your horse down. You've got to think on your feet and actually change the ride you're going to give the horse. Always having pacemakers in races just means that it's not almost like the fastest horse will win, not the horse with the best turn of foot, not the horse with um, not the horse with the best turn of foot will win. And I think that's against horses that are therefore bred like that have this rapid turn of foot, but maybe aren't as strong in a finish as other horses. I think that goes completely against them, and you'll end up almost creating a more elitist field because there's going to be 5 or 6 horses in every race that can win because there's a pacemaker. We know how the race is going to be run, and those horses that maybe want a bit of scrimmaging, want a bit of a slow pace to run off, they're not going to get that, and that's going to be dead against them, and you're going to reduce the gene pool massively, I think, because there's only going to be 5 or 6 sires that generally breed the right type of horses, the ones that are going to want these pacemakers. So I don't want to see pacemakers at all. If, however, there are pacemakers, what do I think they need to do? First of all, they need to declare it's a pacemaker, but I don't think it should be a pacemaker for any horse in the race. It should be a pacemaker for the race. So the pacemaker will be almost employed by the racecourse. That horse will be not owned or trained by any other trainer or owner who has a horse in the race. That horse is paid, or the owners of that horse are paid a fee to run the horse as a pacemaker. That pacemaker is then also set a time that they have to aim for. We can start getting quite technical with this if we're going to go along the lines of pacemakers. I also think the jockey should be given a head start. I really do. I genuinely think that. I think they should not be in the same stalls, because if they're slowly away, suddenly the pacemaker's now out of the race. He's now going to get in the way. I think he should start in front so that when he's out and running, the others can close up behind, and then he can do a proper pacing. That horse must also always stay on the rail. He must never come off the rail. That means the other horses know they will have to come off the rail to go past him if they want to sit behind him. And it just means, again, he's not going to get in the way. If there is a cutaway, I think the horse needs to stick in a straight line. Don't let him go to the rail, and the jockey really has to do that. So if there was a pacemaker, for example, at Kempton, where there is a cutaway on the all-weather, as they come off that, he must stay straight, keep going, and once he's actually out of the way, he can stop riding, but try not to slow down too fast again. Don't cause horses to run into the back of you. But again, those horses behind you should know that he is not going to be going full pelt once he's in the straight, so I do need to be moving out. So make the jockey actually do something, and not just have it their own easy way by having a pacemaker. I think the issue with pacemakers from the same trainer or owner is you get team games. Then you could get 2 pacemakers, for example, in a race, particularly from Aidan O'Brien's and Ballydoyle. They could have 2 pacemakers for one horse. They're now sitting first, second, and third. These 2 at the front are going to get in the way of someone. They're going to accidentally or deliberately block another horse, and they've got to not be able to do that. So that's why I don't think they should be able to do that. They shouldn't be able to, box horses in. They shouldn't be able to. That is not what a pacemaker is for, and yet that is how they could easily be used if they start really pushing for pacemakers. As I said, I don't think pacemakers are needed. I think it increases the jockey need for skill. Rather than it just being all about the horse, we can make it jockey skill by having slowly run races, fast run races, races that are stop-start. And I think that for me would give you a more all-round horse, a horse that can win off a slow pace, a fast pace, a medium pace. Whereas if you get horses that are just winning off these fast, strong pacemaker paces, you're just going to get the same horses over and over and over again. And other horses are going to get, they're going to finish 5th and 6th all the time because the race hasn't been run to suit them. So that's my opinion on pacemakers. Let me know what you think.